Joseph Schradler. And of course, everybody in Germany is a doctor of one thing or another. Dr. Schradler called me more or less out of the blue and said, well, I'm the director of the Rheinstefan, and I want to talk to you about being our partner in developing a new beer. And if you're a brewer, you know, everybody knows the Rheinstefan. It is probably the most important brewery in the old world. It is the oldest brewery in the world. It's on a hill in Bavaria where brewers have made beer for 1,000 years. It is the German Brewing University, kind of the Harvard of beer. And it's the research institute for the German beer industry. So everybody knows Weinstefan. It's famous all over the world. And when I got this call, my first reaction was, is this a prank? Who is this really? That German accent, I don't know. It sounds a little fake to me. But it turned out that it was, in fact, Dr. Schradler, the director of the oldest brewery in the world, and he was serious when he asked if we would collaborate with them to create a new beer. And my next question was, well, wait a minute. You are not only the keeper of a 1,000-year-old brewing tradition, but you got a whole university and faculty of brewing. What in the world do you need me for? I mean, I was making beer in my kitchen 26 years ago. You guys have been around for a millennium. And what was very interesting was his response, which was, yes, here in Germany we have extraordinary technical skills. We have all the brewing knowledge that we need, and certainly we know how to make many, many beers. But what we need from Boston Beer Company is the innovation, the ingenuity, and the creativity that we have seen from Sam Adams for 25 years. And we don't have that in Germany. That's an American characteristic. So the collaboration that resulted in this beer basically brought together the brewing tradition and brewing skills of one of the top breweries in the world with this little brewery here in Boston that has created a lot of new beer styles over the last 25 years. Things like, you know, crazy things like Utopias, a 56-proof beer aged for years and years in old bourbon barrels. They don't think that way in Germany. So it took 3 years to develop this beer. I won't describe all of the dead ends that we went down, the frustrations, the things that did not work. But what did work was the implementation of my original vision, which was to create a champagne style of beer. I think champagne is a very interesting beverage, but in all due respect to 500 years of champagne making, we can do better. And again, that's a very American attitude. Like, great, champagne's pretty cool. It's got very nice dryness, some acidity, a really nice, fresh, elegant fruit character to it. But on the other hand, it's kind of thin and acidic and harsh. And as a brewer, you know, I can do lots of different things. So what we created was a beer with some of the dryness, the fruitiness, the crispness, the effervescence, the acidity of a champagne, but the texture and the mouthfeel and the structure of a beer. And that was our original vision. This beer is brewed under Germany's 500-year-old beer purity law that is very simple. It's been around for 500 years because it's the Reinheitsgebot, and it was a very, in part of the creative process, it was very interesting to have those constraints because it really forced you to be truly creative and do something that had never been done before. And we basically took the brewing process apart, recreated the malting process, did a bunch of things different. We have a patent on this beer, and out of this came the first new style of beer to be developed in Germany in 130 years. So, for me, it's an enormously satisfying experience to be sharing this with all of you who found your way on the Orange Line or through a lot of twisty, funny streets to our brewery here in Boston. So in celebration, to me, what makes this significant, it is a recognition on the part of the most significant brewery in the old world that today some of the most interesting and exciting things in the world's beer culture are going on among small independent craft brewers like Sam Adams and many others here in America. So today, the new world of American craft brewers stands alongside the old world brewing traditions and has created something that it took both of us to bring into this world. So let me just share a toast. Cheers